Oh, hello. Looks like the internet crapped out for a little bit. Hope everyone's still there. I think my internet dropped for a second. I had to reset Chrome as well. I don't think my internet dropped. I know it did. Well, hopefully you all are there. We're getting ready for the bake. We're just moving pieces around. This is always kind of a funny. Boo, internet! Yeah, I know, right? What the heck? I've had such trouble with the internet the last few weeks. It's been aggravating. All right, there we go. There's our setup for those ones. All right, back to Retopo. So what we'll do is, oh, these are not applied. Is we will create two things. First, we will copy this to select. Then we will copy this to selected. Then we'll do object link, transfer mesh data, vertex groups, the active layer to by name. So that should have created a displace group in all of these. It did. Nice. Then we need to go to our first, put the triangulate first. Yes, nice. Then copy this as new driver. And one at a time, but triangulate first, has to be first. Then paste as driver. Bam. 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 Perfect. Perfect. It's already got one. Of course, it already has one. Driver. Paste driver. All right. Then this one. Boom. Paste driver. Okay. So this is my secret method for making cages easily. Cages are a little annoying when you're doing baking. And they're kind of unintuitive when you first learn about them. Once you learn about them, you realize you can't go back. You can't not have a perfect bake. Okay, so let's take the body. I'm going to turn off the ability to select the sculptures. So that way, and select boy, hit displace, and they all have a little bit of displace now. We turn them on and off for all of them. Then we go into weight painting. Actually, get rid of all the weight. Hello, Fallout. Welcome. Welcome back. We're doing some weight painting right now. This is the, I've never seen this. So this is the method I use to create something called a cage. So if you're familiar with baking, baking textures, this is how I create what it uses to bake details. Which may not make much sense if you haven't heard of him, but hopefully I'll get to the baking itself today. I'm going to plan on getting to the baking today because I'd rather get that done today. And it's fun. It's really satisfying when bake's working. But yeah, hello. Hope you're having a good Monday, Fallout. But we're just trying to make the lower poly version fit very snugly above the sculpture, like as close as we can get, ideally. Well, actually, wouldn't I just want to use a shrink wrap? Wait, why wouldn't I just use a shrink wrap with an offset? That doesn't always work. Shrink wrap has its own problems. This works. I'm going to use this for now. I've been needing to plan a day where I sit down from the start of your stream, watch the entire process so I can make my own base. Well, if it makes you feel any better, it does take a little bit. Usually it's like 1 to 2 weeks to make an avatar, so you should see at least a decent amount of process. I just kind of switch between avatars, which makes it seem like I'm moving faster than than I am. Which may make it seem like I'm moving faster than I am. Why isn't that one working? Give this one to me. But I certainly welcome you hanging out and see what I'm up to. Certainly love sharing this. There's going to be a lot of interesting little bakes in here. Probably will need to make a blend shape to really fit everything. Pretty much be an updated Nana Chi base that's higher quality and adult version. Okay, yeah. I want realistic hands and feet. I just imagine a very stylized character with like SpongeBob hands, you know, when they like zoom in and it's like disturbingly realistic. That was the first thought that occurred to me. Nice. That looks good. The butt can't be contained. strength a little. All right. All right, all right, all right. I'm not entirely sure what to do about some of these. Hmm. May have to try a different method for this one tomorrow. But we make the cage, and then we'll go from there. Do, 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 do. Sorry to be so spaced out. I'm getting hungry. That blender theme is crazy. Hello, Caleb. Speak out. Welcome back. Um, yes, I like the chocolate mint. Makes me want chocolate. Makes me hungry. I'm already hungry, but now it's making me hungrier. When did I start 3D? I started 3D work mm, about 10 years ago is when I kind of began opening Blender and like poking around in it. I did have a semester of Maya in college, which is about 10 years ago now. Um, excuse me. But I didn't particularly like Maya. Anyway, I was initially doing painting and I learned Blender in order to make like scenes and lighting and stuff to help assist with painting. But it wasn't until about 5 years ago that I really started taking it seriously as like something I really wanted to learn. Mine is my first software. In a sense, I wouldn't say that I was taking it very seriously then. It was my first experience with 3D modeling. Um, and it's not bad. It certainly works very well for a lot of people, but I prefer the price of free. I think it's a much more compelling price point. um, all right, there we go. Let's move on to the next one. That looks perfect. Maybe a little bit more right here. Mine was 3DS Max, and it's so bad it works on my 2 GB RAM back then. Hey, you work with what you have. You work with what you have. And you know what? The truth is, the moment you get a new computer, it does not take long where you feel like it's time to upgrade again. You just, it's just how it goes. You always want to upgrade. That's perfect. Okay. And last is the tail. Bam, bam. All right. So I would like to test a bake before I end the stream. I don't think I'll take it much further than just initial test, but it's hard for me to resist that siren call of getting it in Substance Painter. So let's give it a shot. I have a decent skill when it comes to Blender, but as soon as I try making characters, I just give up. Could it be because I'm bad on drawing, or else? What? I'm not sure. Why do you WYT? What do I think? Um, Substance Painter body. I think that you have to decide what skill set you want. If you want to be a character designer, then practicing drawing might be an important part of your daily practice or your regular practice. You know, it will be harder to try to learn to be making good characters and learning how to actually make characters at the same time. You know, and like if you were to look at a studio, like a video game studio, those are two different disciplines. Those are two different departments. Like it's pretty rare to have people that are designing the characters also making the 3D models within a game studio. The smaller the studio, the more departments overlap, the more shared responsibility people have. Um, so what I'd say is, if that's something you want to learn, just recognize that that's another skill and that it's going to take time. I think that if you want to start making characters right now, just find character designs that you see online. Like you can either commission someone for work, or you could find someone to collaborate with. If you just want to, if it's more important for you to start the modeling right now, and then you can always work on developing your character design at the same time. Um, so I just recognize that those are two different skills, or they relate to each other, but that if learning a skill is climbing to a mountain, you're trying to climb two mountains at once, and so you're definitely going to feel a little like it's much more difficult. So just recognize that it is more challenging to approach it that way. It's not a it's not bad to. but you might want to emotionally give yourself uh, that understanding that it is going to be that you are doing the hard mode. you know, um, just that alone might make the difference. Where you're like, all right, this is going to be really hard, but I just want to try it. You know, definitely, the idea of perfection, the idea of having a perfect character, can be extremely poisonous to you actually making the things you want to make. It's much better to have something you you're you know you can improve than have nothing at all. Um, and I don't mean that in any way other than just you you need to have a healthy perspective on what you're working on. It's important that you want to return to work on this. Like, no, I'll rant a little bit longer about this, but uh, the most important thing about getting good at art is having a healthy relationship with it. If you're able to enjoy what you do, if you're able to make sure that the way you approach it feels healthy and that you like doing it, then you'll be putting in the time no matter what. And it will just take time to get wherever you want to go. Like, just make it enjoyable for yourself, make it an experience you like, and you'll get there for sure. It's when you are too hard on yourself or you constantly think about where you're not that it becomes really difficult. Anyway, that's my rant. that's that's my 2 cents there. One second. Yeah. Just cultivating a healthy health is the only resource you have when it comes down to it. It's like people will say time's your only resource. Well, if you don't have health, then time doesn't really matter. You can have all the time in the world, but if you literally can't do anything with that time, anyway, that's my rant. That is my rant. Sorry, I just need to switch to something really quick, and then we'll be doing a bake, and then I'll be ending the stream for now. But another thing, like one last thing, when you look at what other people are doing, it's very hard to appreciate. You just want to be at that level right away. See you next time. Thanks for the advice. Absolutely, Caleb. Thank you for coming by. I wish you well with your work. Definitely feel free to come by and ask any questions. But I wish you well. Enjoy your studies. Thank you, Nari. I appreciate that. Okay, I switch back to this right here. All right, we ready to bake? I think so. So we can go here, grab the high poly, go to the cage, grab that. There's definitely going to be things I'll need to change this after baking. But I'm just so excited to see how it comes out. So that looks pretty good though. I don't see any red poking through. Save. And we'll do a low 1024 bake. No problem, especially the part of not expecting perfection right away. So many folks, including myself, can get frustrated when things don't turn out great the first few times around. Absolutely. And the worst part about digital work is like, you know, you can do it, but so often there's just some stupid technical process that's in the way. You're like, oh, I know I can do this, but it expects me to do it in this really roundabout way, and I don't know that process yet. It can be that can be extremely disheartening. Um, so just finding the finding the things you like out of that in order to return to it is the only thing that's going to let you weather those moments. That's exactly, learning programs can be wonky 100%. It's like 95% of the time it's just like some weird air you didn't expect. Look at the board. It looks so good. That looks really good. Look at him. Look at him. Sorry, just screaming at this point. Ah, okay. Messed up the triangulation there. Or no. Right, I did this last time. It's because I have it mirrored. Okay, we'll fix that tomorrow. But overall, looks really good. Butt came out well. Tail looks really good. Noise. Mouth came out well. Noise. Okay. Best bum ever. Thank you, Nari. I'm proud of this little sheep's bum. As many shepherds before me. All right, I think it's time to call it. Uh, Thank you everyone for hanging out with me. Thank you for everyone making my day, supporting me, following me, subscribing and stuff. And I super appreciate it. Definitely feeling a little low energy this Monday, but you guys helped me make it through. I really appreciate that. Um, but yeah, thank you again. I will be back again. For anyone new here, I stream the whole week, so I'll be tomorrow all the way to Friday. Um, Wednesday I might have a long lunch because I need to go pick up my mom from the airport. But definitely come on back. I will be here. I look forward to sharing more with you all. But enjoy the rest of your Monday. Have a great rest of your week. Hope to see you all very soon. Bye, everyone. Bye. Have a great day, everyone. Bye. See you soon. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. Enjoy your day, Nari. Bye.